Hello, good morning, traders. Andy Demi here from the London Trading Institute. So welcome to another video, guys. So yesterday we had the Fed meeting, a very interesting meeting, and the market has reacted in a way that was essentially, even though obviously we spoke about the 25 basis point expected increase, which happened, and they've also kind of cited that the plan is to have 7 more hikes throughout 2022, which again, the market clearly thought they could go more aggressive because the dollar has fallen. In today's video, we're going to be focusing more on Ethereum, and in particular, whether it's time to buy Ethereum or whether this is just a reaction to that Fed meeting, and then we're going to go down. We're going to be looking at the technical charts. We're specifically going to be looking at the weekly chart, and also I'm going to give you a signal that you want to look out for to see whether we might break higher or whether we are likely to go lower, and if we are going to go lower, exactly where I think it's going to go. Okay, but I think it is important to just speak a little bit about the Fed meeting, because I think it's affecting all markets, and whether you're trading FX or cryptos or gold, the dollar is a key component of all of those. And right now, the dollar has gone down in reaction to the Fed meeting, and in my view, it was a fairly hawkish meeting. I think there's not really much more that they could have done. I think they were kind of talking a lot about the economy being strong and labor market being strong. They and essentially, even what they were trying to say was that even the reason the rate hikes shouldn't affect the economy because it's really strong and for essentially deal with rate hikes. They also did speak about obviously that the plan could change, especially with everything going on. There's a lot of unexpected things that could happen. We don't know how long the war is going to go on, and also how much of an impact that's going to have. Fed Powell spoke about that, and he spoke about the supply chain problems that they're having at the moment, commodity prices going up, oil prices going up. So all those things were factored in, but the market is the most important thing, guys. How has the market reacted? Well, Bitcoin's gone up, Ethereum's gone up, cable has gone up. So euro dollar's gone up. Obviously, that's because the dollar has gone down, and that's what's pushed these assets up. So when we're comparing them with the dollar, that's what's happened. But now let's focus on Ethereum, guys, because that's what you're here to learn. But I thought it was important to mention that. All right, guys. So let me show you the weekly chart, because it's a very, very important chart right now. And I want to keep this really simple for you guys. And I've just left a very plain chart here, which is the Ethereum chart with this moving average, which is the 8 moving average, the exponential moving average. And I want to show you something here on this weekly chart, because it's quite important to notice something. Notice this: when the market is basically above this moving average, okay, you can see that the market basically moves higher. And if you kind of highlight this point here where the market closed below it, that's when we actually had this correction here. And then we closed back above it, and then the market went higher. And here, the market again closed back above it. We had a nice little rally. And then since then, the market has basically been reacting as resistance on this line. And this is where we are right now. So it doesn't look like, I think we're going to need a second week. So a buy signal for me is if we can close above this moving average, okay? And ideally, what you want to see is you want to see this yellow line turn up. So if you have a look here, you can see it's going down at the moment. It's just gone flat. If you can see this turn up and then this weekly bar close above it, that could really be the signal for a much bigger move higher. Now, that's one signal. The other thing that would be absolutely ideal is if we can close above this area here. Let me draw it in for you. Right there. Look how well this is reacting as support. Market cannot break down, cannot break down, cannot break down, pushes higher. Eventually, look, it comes back, acts as support, rejects, and then finally we take this big bar to break through it. And look how the market comes back, acts as resistance, and then goes down. If we can close above 3,000, essentially 3,025, 3,045 approximately, on the weekly chart, which looks like it will be for next week, guys, I think we could get a really nice push back to these all-time highs. And then I do believe we are then on our way to that target of 10,000. Okay. At the moment, none of this stuff is possible whilst we are below this moving average. Okay. So is this going to be another rejection here? Look how the market's been going through this moving average, rejecting, through this moving average, rejecting, through this moving average, rejecting. Well, maybe the market was been waiting for the Fed meeting. I've been speaking about March. I've been expecting March to be the turning point in cryptos. I've been saying it for months now. We are in March right now. We're in the right month. Okay, I've seen it historically. The markets have turned in this month. We've had the Fed meeting. There's not been a real negative reaction. Well, there's been a negative reaction to the dollar, which is good for cryptos. Now, I'm looking for the signal. Are we going to get this close next week? Okay, next week's weekly bar is going to be basically, if we just have a look at our calendar, what does that take us to? So we are now, so that would be the 25th of March. That's exactly what I'm hoping for. By next week, okay, well, actually it'll be with cryptos, it will be the 27th of March. So by the 27th of March, which is going to be, well, here. So by this point here, if we have up here, I then think we should be looking to really buy this basically back here. So if we can close above here, guys, right? Mark it down on your diary, 27th of March to check. If we are closed above, I'm going to put a limit order to buy right here, just above this area of support. And then I expect the market to go, firstly, test this high up here, and then go and attempt to break the all-time high. I definitely think this is another critical area. You can see the market really loves this kind of zone up here. It's just shy of 4,000. I think we go from 3,000 to 4,000 very quickly if we close above. I think that's a really nice trade. Okay, that is about a 25% move without leverage, guys. Okay, from there to there is a 25% move without leverage. If you add leverage in, that could be a 50%, 75%, 100%, depending on how much leverage you add in. So for me right now, we are at a very key point. We've got to see what's going to happen this week and then next week. And then I think we might have our buy signal. If we hold here, then I think we are going to go back towards these lows. And I think, like I've been saying with Bitcoin, we take out the lows somewhere here, spike down, maybe towards 2000, take out some stops, and then potentially do that. I think the next 2-3 weeks are going to be absolutely critical for Ethereum and for all of the other assets, the other cryptos. and I also include gold in that as well. That is all from me today, guys. I hope that was useful. I hope you enjoyed that. Do hit the like button if you enjoyed my video today, and also subscribe, hit the bell button notification to get future videos. Wishing you a great day, guys. Good trading. Catch you again soon. Take care.